Welcome back to the Coach by God Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Denise Milianta. This podcast is for faith-fueled certified coaches in training, consultants, and service providers looking to build and scale their online business with ease and without being tech savvy. Now, I have 4 pillars that I like to tackle in my podcast. In case this is new to you, the 4 pillars are life, business, faith, and tech. I am at this point going to let you know which pillar the episode falls under. So just to keep it more organized and it's categorized under the correct pillar. So today's pillar is the business pillar. Business pillar covers proven strategies, business foundations. It's where I teach how faith can be the driving force behind your business success while maintaining your professionalism, growth, and a touch of luxury. The other 3 pillars are life, faith, and tech. Under the life pillar, we'll talk about growth strategies that will help you become your best self, teach you how God can guide you through your challenges, find purpose, balance, and resilience, resulting in the mind shifts that will help you succeed. The faith pillar will be the episodes where I talk about the driving force and our North Star in business, which is the kingdom. So I'll share kingdom nuggets of wisdom and biblical principles to help you grow personally and in your business. So you'll get to grow closer to God as you are being coached by God. And the 4th pillar is tech. So whether you're tech savvy or technically challenged, I'm going to help navigate some of the tech trends and tools for coaching success. This will also help service providers and consultants as well. It's where you're going to embrace innovation and automate your business. So getting back to today's episode falls under the business category, and I'm going to be talking about building a Christ-centered client acquisition strategy. Now, last week, we talked about aligning your business vision with God's purpose. Today, we're going to get practical. We're going to talk about how to build a Christ-centered client acquisition. Now, you might be thinking, client acquisition? Isn't that just about marketing and sales? Well, yes and no. As Christian entrepreneurs, we're called to a higher standard. Our client acquisition strategies should reflect our values and our commitment to serving God through our business. So today's episode is going to break it down into 3 key areas: ethical marketing practices, serving clients as a ministry, and attracting aligned clients. Hey Coach, welcome back to the Coach by God Entrepreneur Show. I'm Denise Milianta, self-proclaimed mama bear of the coaching industry, certified professional coach, mentor, consultant, tech trainer, and a faith-fueled business maven with a knack for turning chaos into gold. If you are ready to leverage your hard-earned coaching certification, get clarity, create ripples in the marketplace, build a business that glorifies God, and make money, this podcast is for you. You can find out more and connect with me over at denisemilianta.coach. Ready to dig into today's show? Get ready for a dash of sass, a sprinkle of wit, a dose of wisdom, and a whole lot of no-nonsense strategies that will transform your life and your business. Let's go. Okay, welcome back. All right, so in this episode, we're going to break down ethical marketing practices, serving clients as a ministry, and attracting aligned clients. And I'm going to start with ethical marketing practices, because we live in a world of clickbait and aggressive sales tactics, right? So how can we, as Christian or faith-fueled business owners, market our business in a way that honors God? First and foremost, I think it's about honesty and integrity. If we take a look at Proverbs 11:1, the Lord tells us that He detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with Him. This applies to our marketing too. Are we making promises we can keep? Are we accurately representing our products or services? And are we respecting people's time and privacy? Because ethical marketing isn't just about avoiding deception. It's about adding value. So can your marketing efforts educate, inspire, or help your potential clients, even if they never buy from you? That's the goal we should strive for. So take a look at content marketing. By sharing valuable insights and resources, you're serving your audience before they even become clients. And this aligns perfectly with Jesus' teaching to give and it will be given to you. Luke 6, verse 38. Okay, second one, let's talk about serving clients as a ministry. When we view our work as a ministry, it transforms how we interact with clients. It's no longer just about making a sale or delivering a service. It really is genuinely about caring for the person or the organization that you are serving. This mindset can radically change your client acquisition process. Instead of focusing on, how can I close this deal? Ask yourself, how can I best serve this person? This approach not only aligns with Christian values, but it often leads to stronger, longer-lasting client relationships. Now, if you take a look at Colossians 3, verse 23 through 24, you will be reminded that whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ that you are serving. Now, I often lean back on this because, truth be told, there are days that I just don't feel like showing up. And if I am in the right mindset, I will remember that what I'm doing, I need to do with all my heart as if I'm serving Christ and not my client. This perspective guides every client interaction, from your initial outreach to your follow-up after the project is even completed. Now, finally, we're going to talk about attracting aligned clients. As Christian entrepreneurs, we have a unique opportunity to work with clients who share our values. Now, this doesn't mean that you should only work with other Christians. That's not the point, but rather that you should be clear about your values and the way you do business. So in real life, what this may look like is when somebody crosses my path, they typically will fill out what we call an intake form, and it's just to give me some basic information about this person before I even get on the phone with them, because I want to be able to serve them to the best of my abilities. This is also the place where I let them know that my coaching is based on Christian and biblical principles, and if they would like this type of coaching, should they decide to work with me, I put it in their court. They get to decide, but I'm also letting them know who I am, and I am not. My stake is in the ground. I'm not going to change my values for any client, regardless of their faith. When you are authentic about your faith and how it influences your work, you're going to naturally attract clients who appreciate this approach, because this type of authenticity can set you apart in your industry or in your niche, and it will create those deeper, more meaningful client relationships. So I want to encourage you and empower you to incorporate your values into your brand story and your marketing messages. Share those testimonials that highlight not just the quality of your work, but the character and integrity with which you operate. Now remember, it is okay to be selective about the clients that you work with. If a potential client's values or practices conflict with your faith, it is okay to politely decline. Trust that God will bring the right clients your way, because if we remember Proverbs 16, verse 3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Now, before we wrap it up, as always, I'm going to give you this week's One Thing Challenge, and here it is. This week, I want you to review your current client acquisition process through the lens of service. Literally look at each step, from your marketing materials to your sales calls to your onboarding process. And for each step, ask yourself, how can I make this more about serving the client rather than selling to them? And then I want you to choose one specific area to focus on and make a concrete change. Maybe it's rewriting your sales page to focus more on the client's needs, or adding a free resource to your website that provides that value up front. Whatever it is, implement this change and observe how it impacts your interaction with potential clients, because I guarantee at the end of the week, after reflecting on this experience, you're going to see a difference. But I also want you to ask yourself, how did it feel to approach client acquisition from this perspective? Did you notice any changes in your conversations or relationships with potential clients? Because remember, this isn't about overhauling your entire process overnight. That's not what I'm asking you to do. It's about taking one step towards a more Christ-centered approach to growing your business. Now, maybe you already have that approach, but it wouldn't hurt to review it and refine it. Next week, we're going to be exploring how to balance work, family, and faith as a Christian. Until then, I challenge you to take on this week's One Thing Challenge, review your client acquisition process, choose one area to make a more service-oriented approach, and see how God works through that change. Thanks for listening in, and I pray that God blesses you and your business as you seek to honor Him in all that you do. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Coach by God Entrepreneur. If this blessed you, please hit the subscribe button and leave me a review. I would be truly blessed if you shared this podcast with another coach. And remember, success in coaching is not just about what you achieve, but who you become in the process. Tune in for more insights and actionable strategies in my upcoming episodes. Stay connected, stay inspired, and let God lead the way to your coaching greatness.